Yo, what up, though? You already know where you at and who you rocking with. Happy New Year's to everybody that come through, whether you're a hater, a neighbor, a lover, or whatever. I appreciate your eyes. I appreciate your time. You know what I'm talking about? We headed into a new year. Let's bring it in with some good energy. You heard me? Let's see who in the comments, man. Who we got in the comments? Mr. Young, the first one in attendance, and he says, welcome to Detroit. You already know what time it is, man. Detroit is in the building. We here, we rocking. And when he said that to me, you know it's time for me to say this to you, huh? Welcome to Detroit, motherfucker.
Right. I got you. I love it. Hey, what's going on? What you need from me right now? Do me something like, can you say like, yo, this is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with, I'm tapped in with Up for Debate TV. Just something like that. Nothing big, you know? Yeah. Whatever, I'm just asking you what you want me to say. This is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with my main man. Yes, sir. Up for Debate TV. Yes, sir. Oh, that's easy and it's true. Go ahead, let's go. All right, go ahead, whenever you're ready. All right. Yo, this is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with my main man, Up for Debate TV. All day I fuck with him. Yes, sir, I appreciate you for that one. Yeah. We good? Yes, sir. All day love. All right, Detroit, just hit me.
It really hurt me when they killed Stan. Nobody knew who to shoot. We ain't even have a plan. He sold me my first gun. He held my first son. If I was with him shooting it out, bitch, we the one. I shed tears for my niggas who ain't here. They tattooed and spit that real shit to remember him. Bitch, I'm that dude. Catch a op and spit on his baby daughter. I'm that rule. Right at 3 o'clock as soon as he get her out of school. You killed my dude. I don't give a fuck about you. I hope somebody killed you in case I never found you. And yeah, they know I'm bound to, and I put that on Damu. And when I saw Tawana start crying, shit, I cried too. Cause then I knew it was real, that was your boo. And I ain't fuck with them other niggas, but they cried too. I wore black like a whole 30 days. I slept in niggas' bushes, I fed niggas' caves. Asked Satan for the power and the rage to kill the right nigga. Shot up a couple houses, a couple twice, nigga. Supposed to been at your wedding with you threw some rice, nigga. But nah, it's snake eyes like I threw some dice, nigga. I lost you. How the fuck I'm supposed to take this shit without a real target? How I'm supposed to take this hit? Now everybody get lit, it's a green light. I sent a couple cowards to you, blood, take they afterlife. God, I hope I killed you, nigga. And if I didn't know it, still do, nigga. Yeah, you took my right hand man, you took my nigga 5. Now everybody had a problem with him's homicides. Bitch, I don't care if you did it or not, you gotta die. I know my nigga, he with me, he riding from the sky. Now I'ma let this mag hit you and rip through your bone tissue, bitch. And if you still breathing, no, I'm still coming get you, nigga. And I ain't going, he tryna set me up and he don't think a nigga know it. Animosity show it through his words, how he spoke it. Steady asking where I'm at, he tryna send them hitters smoking. Bitch nigga, I hit niggas for that same motherfucker. When niggas needed a friend, I treated them like a brother. When niggas was on your ass, bitch, I had your back covered. Then the envy kicked in, jealous coward motherfucker. This loyalty over envy, LOE to my death.
Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know, we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion. That's just y'all story. Just face the fact that I'm your blessing. Y'all ignored me, man. What up, though, everybody? How y'all be? Peace to the 5% nation of God's earth. Shout out to my beloved Justice Allah. What's going on, man? Let's get into it, man. How y'all be? Happy New Year, man. I'm glad to see y'all. I'm happy to see y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? We at it again. You know what I mean? Vlad released another clip today. He releasing clips every day. Every time he releases a clip, I might get with the clip. Who knows, man? Shout out to Mr. Young for being the first in the building. Detroit is definitely in the building. You know what it is? Shout out to Basil Champ. He said, what up? Oh, what up, though, man? I can't call it, man. You know what I'm saying? Same shit, different toilet. You feel me? Still working with the buzzo. I still got the buzzo working, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Breeze. What is this? The Berry Bomb Pop. Shout out to the Berry Bomb Popper. You heard? Miss Rose, how you be? I appreciate you popping out and rocking with me all the time, every time. You're a loyal supporter. I really, really appreciate your support. That goes for all my folk. That goes for you too, Mr. Young and Basil Champ, J Money, Juanito Genovese in the building. Woo! Every day. Every motherfucking day, nigga. Twice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, too. You know what I'm saying? Basil Champ, what this is, dog? What link is this, doggy? You say, here is that link. What link is that, dog? The game over? My nigga Juanito Genovese in the building. Every time you hear them beats I'm on, you know who they came from. They came from him right there, man. Get at him on Instagram, man. At Teflon Juan, man. I think, or Juanito Genovese on Instagram at Juanito Genovese, man. If you want them beats, man. He be over there cooking up late night. You heard? What up, though, Juan? Hit me up, dog. What that is, Suge late night say, love you, Zaddy. Ooh, you gonna make me blush. Don't do that. You can't do that in public, man. We can't do that in public, man. You heard? Come on, man. You know I got a wife. And even though that pussy tight, I ain't gonna jeopardize my life. Now what the fuck you want from a nigga, huh? I gave you, you gave me. Blazed you, you blazed me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't do that in the public, my baby. You hear what I'm talking about? What's good with you, though? You know it's all love with me. It's all love with me, Suge late night. You heard me? Big O, what it is, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, sir. Salute. All my folk, you heard? Sonny Black say, what up? Oh, I read the title today. I think I know where you're going with this one. Let me know, man. Enlighten me. Show me where I'm headed, man. You feel me? Because we like-minded individuals. That's the reason I say that, or else you wouldn't be here, homie. And I really appreciate your energy every time, too. I hope all is well with you and yours for the Happy New Year and an abundance of happiness, joy, serenity, wealth, everything you need and everything you want, homie. That go for everyone. That go for my guy Jay Money, too. Let's make this one great. Absolutely, man. We're going to make America trap again. That link of Split Star, that's what Split Star talking about. Oh, okay. I'm on you. I'm on you. What you say, breathe, nigga? he say, breathe, nigga, huh? I be trying to, man. Chocolate's age. Ooh, you know I gotta make it do what it do, baby. Huh? You know I'm gonna make it do what it do. And only for you. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, baby? Talk to me. What my nigga Luck say, talk dirty to me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Bro, I've been in school missing the lives, but always go back and watch. You already know that, man. Should know that. I see you in the comments. You know what I'm talking about? All is well, man. It's all love. What up, old Jersey in the building? Shout out to Dirty Jersey, man. Brick City, you heard? They're my folk, man. I appreciate Jersey. AP, what's good with you, homie? How you be? Peace. That's what we all about. I think the Game Over DVD and the Vlad interview differ because her mind gone a little bit. I had to go back and watch it the other day because there were some discrepancies from what I remembered. Bing, itty bitty nita. I like you. You know what I'm saying? You are a very perceptive. You pay attention to the details, as I like to, because I too went back and watched the Game Over DVD. I just finished it about an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you something too. I don't believe I ever watched it in its entirety, but I did watch it in its entirety today. Like I said, just about an hour ago. Now, Donnell Porter. Damn, you gonna make me go ahead. I like that though. I like that. Let me get to my, because you know I got the notes. Shout out to the notes. Let me get to the notes, man. Let's talk about Donnell at the beginning of this for a second. Let's talk about Donnell for a minute. And I got this the back of my notes. You know what I'm saying? This the Game Over notes. You see that? That's a Game Over. That's the Game Over notes right there. You heard? There's a part when she says, at 12, Richard chose to sell marijuana. At 12, my brother Donnell was still riding his bike. So he was a regular little boy that was robbed of his life because of Richard's drug life. Now that's why she blames Rich is in the title. She absolutely blamed Rich right there. But dig this here. Beyond that, there's well, I ain't call them little boys, there's some little men at the end of the DVD speaking about Donnell, not Richard. Now, as I told you before, the Christina Chi lady jumped out the window and said that Donnell was a hustler, that he may have very well been kidnapped off a street corner hustling for Richard, or hustling on his own trying to be like Richard. And those rumors swirled. A bunch of people knew of the rumor, but wouldn't speak it aloud, which is why I respected Christina Chi so much at that time. But the little boys at the end, or the men at the end of the DVD, are saying that the first time I saw $100 was Donnell showed it to me. He said Donnell would take us to the burger joints and buy us whatever the fuck we wanted, 1,000,000 burgers if we wanted it. This and that and the other blase split, you know, if he had it, we had it. That type of dude that they speaking about his character on that tip. So shit, he was putting on like Rich. And in order to put on like Rich, you need money to do so. Now, we all heard that Richard wasn't the most giving person in the world. We've even heard that the depictions of him and his little brother from Paid in Full were false. That he wasn't the quote unquote father figure who took care of the little nigga like that the way he did in Paid in Full. Sure, he made sure he had, because that was his little brother, but not to the extent that we saw in the movie. And they all like to tell us that the movie is just a movie anyway, right? It's glossed over. That being said, why would that little boy have that much access to money like that? If he was 12 when they took him, when the tragedy happened, you know, we talking a year or two before this or around that time, or this, that, and other. Why was he having money like that? That is a question that, as soon as they said it, bing, 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 uh-oh, 1 + 1 make 2. You think Richard was hitting him off more so than Pat and the mother? You feel me? I mean, $100 bill style, when you got a little kid like that, you know what I'm saying? You might give them 100 on their birthday. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't running around with hundreds daily. If you're something that's expensive, you go buy that and take it to them, a new BMX bike, the brand new Jordans that just dropped, Air Force One, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, the Averex jacket, whatever the fuck it is you buy, you don't give them the cash because they're a child, right? So for them to be running around having money like that and spending it like that, it kind of threw up a red flag in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a 50-50 split on whether I believe Christina Chi or not, Justina Chi or not, I kind of leveled over her way a little bit after that. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know after the second blunt, you are going to get mad like a Zulu warrior. My guy, what up though? Lawson, how you be? But yeah. Beyond that fact, she definitely blamed Rich because she said that Donnell was a boy still riding his bike, a regular kid who was robbed of his life because of Richard's drug life. That's pointing the finger. Now I can cross that off in the back of my notes because we done already got to that. Lady T, what up though? How you be? I appreciate you. Happy New Year's Eve to you too. I might come back to do a New Year's show tonight. I might be back before the ball drop. You already know how it go. You heard? Who that? Truck? What up though? How you be? Connecticut in the building. ATL Jacob. Anyway, I haven't been on the channel in a while, but when I heard the intro music stop, I instantly said, ain't no dissing me. And my daughter looked at me crazy. Word, that's what's up. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You already know what it is. I appreciate that energy. You know what I mean? She said my daughter looked at me crazy. I could be wrong, but in the game over, she told Troy Reed she didn't go to the payphone, but she told Vlad she went to the payphone. Bing, bing, bang. It's a bunch of discrepancies and contradictions as far as I'm concerned, yo. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of them, just like her saying she didn't hear the tape, but then describing what happened on the tape. She said she didn't want to hear the tape, so they didn't bring the tape around her in the game over DVD. Because I had already told him, she said she explained to him, I'd already told him that if it was something about my brother, one of his parts or something, I didn't want to see that. and this and that and the other. So they kept it away from her. So how then can she detail that the little boy called for her mama, and Rich to pay them, and they was gonna cut the hand off, and then and the other? If she did not hear it for her, I mean, I'm just saying, y'all. I mean, you know, they probably told her or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But the way she giving it up, we under the influence that we under the assumption, we assuming that she heard the tape. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Paparazzi Poe, because he just put up a blog the other day that said, what's the difference between Rich, Alpo, and Azie? Because they all read it. They all cooperated with the law. And we're going to revisit that. But shout out to Poe. You know what I'm saying? She says, but then again, Pat said he used to come to her house sometimes to get money. So when he didn't come home, the mom called Pat to see if he was there. Okay, that's when she was living with A, right? When she was with AZ, correct? That's when she was with AZ. Word, $100 bill, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like the way them younger dudes was giving it up at the end of that DVD was like he had it like that on the regular. You feel me? And that seems odd. Because motherfuckers is saying Richard didn't have it like that on the regular. You know? She even said Richard didn't have it like that on the regular on the Game Over DVD. That's why I put that up there. Like the Game Over DVD Pat Porter versus the DJ Vlad Pat Porter. It's some discrepancies there. I don't think Richard was taking care of Donnell. It was more so Pat. Mr. Broder says he was making moves. Word, yo. Word. That's what it seems. You feel me? Like I can't say that with absolute certainty, but I mean that's what it's seeming. You feel me? Shout out to Maryland World. What up, homie? You been MIA. I need to get at you, man. There's some action down that way, man. We need to talk about, man. My number's still the same, you heard? I already know what's going on with you. You heard? I know what's going on with you. Shout out to you, my guy. Captain Crunch say, what up? Oh, I heard Poe say the boy was into stuff he should not have been into. Word. Bing, 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 bing. See? The boy was into stuff he should not have been into. It was probably on the Anti-Feds interview with Poe. I heard that as well. I heard that as well, dog. Because how come when I watch every clip of Pat, look at her eyes, I'd be wanting to go in my cargo pants and pull out a 7. Listen, y'all. You talking about serving Pat Porter, man. What the fuck the world came to? This nigga talking about how you be wanting to pull out a 7 for. I could dig it, dog. If it make you feel like that, it make you feel like that. Poe did not elaborate, so it could be like, meaning be out late for his age, not the street grinding. Absolutely, it could mean anything. You know what I'm saying? But in the context of what we're speaking about, and then in the context of what we're speaking about, it means a lot. Let's just say that. You feel me, Calvin Curran? He said, join me in now. You talking about on the screen, huh? I can't pop up the link. I ain't got the link in there, yo. You know what I'm saying? You have to call me so we can set that up or something, you know. Troy Reed did an interview with Preacher's son Shaka, who said his dad was getting money from Rich. Absolutely, I saw that as well. That's why I said in one of the previous videos regarding this whole situation that Richard, in the back of his mind, he had to know what he was facing once he realized that it was the preacher crew for real. And then she said some shit that was, man, what did she say? Let me see. Where is that? That might be on the first. She said some shit that raised the eyebrow to me too, or whatnot. But yeah, there's a few contradictions, you know what I'm saying? Some blame placing and everything else, man. They was asking her in the one clip how she felt about Pope being outside, and she said she just prayed he didn't run into her. And I can understand that. You feel me? But if anybody he would have given a pass to outside of her trying to do him any bodily harm, it would have been her. And that was by his own words. You know what I'm saying? If there was anybody he would have given a pass to for any sporadic or irrational behavior, it would have been her. You know what I mean? Now, let's talk about this. I think it is clip number 18 on the Vlad joint. You know what I mean? Pat Porter did a horrible job looking after her little brother and keeping him safe, in my opinion. Hey, word is bond. To a degree, they all was living their own lives aside from everyone else. And this is the thing for me as well. Both of you know that your mother is a drug addict. That's Pat. With her distraught ass, she still distraught to this day about Donnell and how it happened and what happened to him. Why she didn't take Donnell with her? That thought ever crossed anybody's mind? A was getting money, right? Someone earlier in the chat said that Donnell could have very well gotten the money from Pat. Pat would have very well gotten that money from A. So A was living right. He had bread. He was taking care of Pat. Pat was living with him and his family and them or whatnot at the time. Why she didn't take Donnell? Your mother's a drug addict. Why would you expect her to raise your youngest baby brother any different than she had raised you guys, knowing that your brother had to choose the streets in order to earn for y'all? You dig what I'm talking about? Like, ain't girls supposed to mature faster? So it's not it's not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you dig, everybody distraught and shit. Everybody had opportunities, just like Rich. If Rich cared for the little nigga like it was his son, and paid in full, like I said, which is just a movie, and we know that, we're clarifying that. But it paid in full, it made it seem like he cared for that little nigga like it was his son. You heard? If I leave, I take my son with me. You know? And I referenced that in a long time, man, to a degree that was his son. He was the nigga's father figure. He was the man of the house. He was the one bringing home the bread. He was the one bringing groceries in. He was the one teaching him how to piss and everything else. You feel me? So beyond the big brother, he was a father figure to that little nigga, man. There's no reason. There's no reason he shouldn't have came back. We got to remember women are always on the outside looking in. So their information is always going to be limited. Plus, Azie is definitely pushing a narrative. Well, the way, this is what I'm saying, yo. On Vlad, she makes it seem like she was on the outside looking in. Now, let me see if I got this in the notes as well, so let me cross this out. But she detailed Richard's whole cocaine operation down to the fact of when he started selling cocaine and how he labeled the shit much better when he first started this, that, and other. Now, she jumped on Vlad making it seem like she didn't know very much. All I know is what I seen out my window, and I wasn't very close to it. But that's right there suggests that you was very close to it. You know what I'm saying? Along with the fact that she detailed that he was a dirty nigga. She knew her brother was a dirty nigga. You know what I'm saying? Period. And I ain't trying to be crass right now. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. Pat Porter detailed how Richard used to sell people fake drugs. She gave the recipe. I didn't know she did that. That's why I said I couldn't have watched the game over DVD in its entirety, because she sat on that couch and she gave up his recipe on how he used to sell fake hash. You knew you was dealing with a dirty motherfucker. This is the drug game. What did you expect would happen to him? What, I mean, seriously, what did you expect would happen to him? And then did you expect that he would become, all of a sudden become a good person? So if he's fucking over people, then it only makes sense that he more than likely fucked over Poe in any sense that he could in order to earn more money, because money is what drove him, not family, not loyalty, not love. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. I'm telling you, yo. That's the way it seems. Listen, dog. That very well may have been the case. Back in those days, that's how youngins moved. Youngins was moving. If Rich jumped in at 12, he was likely molding or influencing baby bro to do the same thing. And I thought that as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you I thought the same thing. D Steel 94 said Poe didn't kill Rich either. Well, according to Poe, he did. According to Poe himself, he did. You heard? Now in the clip 18, that's my baby. She said, I love you too. That's what's up. Shout out to Savage Angel. On the DJ K mixtape, on the DJ K Slate mixtape, rest up, big homie. Alpo and Azie both tried to warn him. Rich chose to ignore the signs. What you mean they tried to warn him? Alpo and Rich tried to warn, Alpo and Azie tried to warn Rich about what? He just took the body for clout. Well, who killed him then, yo? Who killed him? Captain Crunch said, Rita, that's why I think Preacher found out after the boy was snatched. I believe so too. But like I told y'all, and I maintain to this day, I maintain kidnapping is a different game. No one will pay if somebody hasn't gotten a warm body back. You hear me? And I always reference Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown. Whitney got Bobby Brown back, a warm body. He wasn't dead or dismembered or nothing like that. He probably raped. They probably fondled him a few times and shit in that basement. Take your pants off, Bobby. Pause, pause, pause. The Black Hand of Death probably told him that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they got him back, is what I'm saying. So money talks, bullshit runs a marathon, man. There's no way we will actually know. He's still watching, yo. I'm gonna call you in the morning. Hit me up, my dog. I'm on you. Even if Rich wasn't influencing Donnell to be in the streets, that was his role model and the type of people he looked up to. So he might have got into shit on his own. Absolutely. That's absolutely a way to look at it too. Because when those are your role models, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be Little Money Making Mitch. You're supposed to be like your bro. You know what I'm saying? It's in your blood. I could just hear niggas talking to him. Oh, it's in your blood, little dog. Yeah, you know, I'm saying, man. Niggas ain't shit. Troy Reed was supposed to write how they made his mom and sister vanish. That's an interesting story right there. Say Troy Reed knew it wasn't a funeral, and why? Mr. Harris, what up though? How you be? I appreciate you, homie. It's very common for a 12 or 13-year-old boy who was around all that action and not one to be active, Rich got activated around the same age. Pat even said they didn't see nothing wrong or know that wasn't normal for the kids to hustle and have money. That's interesting. Shaefer told Troy Reed that Apple brought that plate to his father. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But now I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you on that statement, because there's no way for us to know if Apple brought that play to his father before or after the kid was kidnapped. Before or after the situation took a turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing to that statement. Darnell wanted to be like his big brother, and she was too busy chasing and spending money. The real villain is Azie, because remember, he put everybody on. Even Poe said that one in one of his interviews. You know what? What tickled me about Azie in that Game Over DVD? Two things, man. At one point, he was kind of stunting for the camera, talking like, I could have played hard, but I let everybody eat. Man, that shit tickled me, nigga. You's a Pop-Tart, sweetheart. You soft in the middle. Ain't no way you could have played hard, nigga. You could have had other niggas play hard for you, but if you'd have played hard, the nigga would have flattened your pancake ass. You see me? Like, that's why I said the real niggas that do the hitting and that get their hands dirty don't respect niggas like Azie. What you mean you could have played hard, nigga? You're incapable of it. You ain't ever played hard in your life, and niggas put 9 in you, homie. Niggas put 2 in your skull, and you still didn't play hard. So when were you gonna play hard? Why? You know, how could you have played hard? We don't believe you. You need more people, dog. That tickled me, man. You know what I'm saying? He's incapable. And then too, what religion does he follow, yo? Because I could swear at the beginning of that Game Over DVD, he says Jesus Christ is the realest nigga that ever walked the earth. What did he say? Jesus Christ is the baddest man that ever walked the earth. And it's got Genesis chapter, this, that, and the other. I said, man, it's got to be some type of play on words, a conundrum or something. He must have lost his fucking mind. Last I checked, he was of this, now he's of that, or he was of that then. I don't know. After he got shot, he became a Bible thumper. I think he's the first motherfucking real live living version of Kanye West, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think he's kind of Kanye West-esque. Just not as brilliant as Kanye. Every Haynes, you are 100% right, but it's still odd that Rich was paying a tax and they still violated the unwritten contract. Azie is just tight because Alpo hit it first. Now you might be right. I won't say I hadn't heard that. And I was looking to see if Vlad would ask that question as well. Pat and Rich did a horrible job being their brother's keeper, but the parents failed him for real. She was 14, 15, having sex with Azie, so she wasn't taught right from wrong to teach him. Word. Speaking of which, they glossed over the fact that there was a 13-year-old girl that he was fucking on in that apartment that got shot with him, that consequently survived that shooting. 13. Now, I said that Pat Porter made sure she cleared up the age gap between herself and Azie, saying that he was only a year or two ahead of her. But what about that 13-year-old girl that was in that apartment that caught a cab over there on her own, looking for Azie, knowing where Azie's stash spot was so she could be with him? Nobody talks about that. Why was he given a pass for that pedophilic fucking behavior? And I don't want to hear, oh, everybody was doing it back then, because that's bullshit. You heard me? That's bullshit. Man, James Evans on the goddamn Good Times was kicking niggas out his apartment for coming in there looking old as hell, fucking with Thelma. So you can't tell me everybody was doing it back then. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Why does he get a pass for that? Right, that's why I say that. My mom was an 80s crackhead. I was very serious about looking out for my little bro. We were 7 years apart. I wasn't only one of my friends as well with their younger siblings. Everyone in Harlem knew that Alpo was hitting it first. Apple and Preacher was lovers. I heard as much. I heard they was lovers. Rich was giving Preacher $25K a week. 25K. Wow. Now that's a hell of a kickback. 25K a week. The numbers I heard was around 10. I heard he was supposed to pay around a $10,000 tax or so. You know what I'm saying? When he was getting taxed until he started. I also heard that he was getting taxed before he started paying for hits. Or around he got, yeah. I heard that as well. And I don't know it to be true. The feds got on Pops after the kidnapping. That's why Richard died. And there was a sit down to get him home. Rich was addicted to his hood. He wasn't never leaving, so Darnell wasn't seeing nothing beyond his brother. That's an interesting scope right there. I got you, homie. I just didn't post the link today, man. I wasn't ready for that. You heard? So we're going to have to do that another time, man. Like I said, hit me up. We'll get to it. Why didn't Rich have any money to pay? That's a great question. And then she said they dropped the ransom at $300,000. We all knew he had that. We all know he had $300,000. You feel me? He received as much from folks trying to help him get him back. Let's just say that. So again, what was the reason the boy didn't come home? It's not in Poe paperwork. Dude named Zeke Black on YouTube broke it down. Rich case is closed. Is a closed case still? It is in Poe paperwork. What do you mean? He confessed to the murder of Richard Porter. How is it not in his paperwork? I got most of his paperwork. What Zeke Black got is fucking false. And I don't care what you say about it, homie. Because a lot of Poe's paperwork is redacted. It's no fucking way Zeke Black got it. Because I got it, and it's redacted, homie. A lot of that shit ain't there. It's fucking crossed this and that and the other's cross, zip zap. His page is missing. He couldn't have the complete report. And Poe did confess to that body. I got the pre-sentence investigation. What is it? I got the what is that shit called? The chronology, the investigation chronology report. You know what the Google chronology and see what it means. I got the investigation chronology report on everything. What do you mean it's not in there? He confessed to it. So Richard's murder was lumped into everything else he did that he received a 35-year sentence for. You feel me? About Apple being jealous. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. She doesn't know the whole details. Men don't usually tell women everything, and trauma she's been through has her very biased. I can dig that. About his Uncle Apple, about Uncle Johnny having a bad bone for Rich. and his uncle shouldn't have been seen through that much. Word. Word. She's still close with Nut too. Y'all see that? She's still close with Nathaniel Watkins. He asked her about Nathaniel Watkins. I saw that. Her first cousin. She said, yeah, still close. Like, I fuck with Nut. He the only one. I told y'all that the other day before I even seen that. Like, of course, he the only one that ever did something to Alpo. Of course, she would be still close with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You say, interview me and Miss T. Tell her I'm who held down Jermaine when he was locked up in Maryland, and only she know he was in Maryland. I held him and E Money Bags down. And Pat saying Apple told her they threatened his son is a way for her to justify that betrayal. It's also a way for her to justify speaking to him. You feel me? That's why I feel like there's still some sort of relationship there, whether she'd like to believe it or whether she'd like to admit it to the public or not. Because she still calls him Uncle Johnny. Uncle Johnny, she refused to say Alpo's name. And by the way, in the Game Over DVD, at the 22-minute and 13-second mark, she says Alpo. They was already established. Alpo came around after they was already established, this and that and other. So what changed from the goddamn Game Over DVD to Vlad TV? Because he didn't re-kill Richard or no shit. So why would she say his name then and not now? I don't understand. She couldn't have been too terribly mad that he was getting glorified, because the same DVD that she was on, speaking her piece, he was being glorified on. Gangsta Lou told a wonderful story about how Poe did some of the flyest shit he ever seen in his life on the same DVD she's on. So she couldn't be, like I said, a lot of it seems to be capped to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so mad he's home, and I'm mad people are praising him. People been praising him. You're on damn DVD, you're on another DVD called The Mayor of Harlem. Well, they're calling him the Mayor of Harlem, and they're praising him. You feel me? Your refusal to say his name just seems like something to talk about, other than the fact that you have absolutely no new facts except for the ones that the large majority of us feel like you made up. Like the fact that you and Richard went to the goddamn payphone, and you might have been dressed like a boy, but still, cut it out. Because I feel like those are tidbits you would have dropped to Troy Reed, who is very close, who's closer than Vlad TV to the family. Y'all feel me on that? Why didn't she drop those tidbits to Troy Reed? Things that make you go, correct? Maryland World, my guy. He good. Somebody get this mega.com joint out of my chat, yo. Nah, nigga, I don't believe you. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. You my guy and all, but you've been telling me that shit for over a year, yo. I don't believe you about that fucking VHS, dog. Straight up, I think you capping, homie. And you know what I'm saying? You take it how you want. But you capping. You ain't got the fucking footage. This is a new year. I'm not taking none of that bullshit ass energy into the new year with me, homie. You know what I'm saying? Real 100 shit. If you hadn't brought that up, I wouldn't have said it. But you lying, dog. You feel me? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me again, actually, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But hey, homie, I don't believe you, dog. You feel me? No disrespect, but I don't believe you on that tip. Oh, I got the footage converted interview me next week. It's on VHS. What? It's not on VHS no more. I got it on phone since niggas like, man, cut it out, dog. You would have been sent that shit. You've been saying that shit for over a year, dog. Nigga, you say you was gonna send it to me and you get it converted. My girl put it in the mail. She's supposed to put it in the mail and then you disappear for 6 or 7 months after you tell that lie. That's how I feel about that, homie. Every time you tell that lie about that footage of Demencio at that park in DC, that's what you talk. That's what he talking about. He said he got the footage of niggas playing basketball over Demencio body in DC and this and that and the other. He's supposed to send that shit over a year ago. Now you got it converted. He told me you got to get it converted. It's on VHS. Take it to CBS and this and that and the other. And then he disappeared. You know what I mean? He gonna disappear after this conversation. And I'm saying that because that's your track record. Every time you bring up that mythical ass DVD, nigga, you disappear for 6 or 7 months, but for 2 or 3 months at a time. And think a nigga forgot. I just don't bring it up because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave it to Poe. He said Preacher never took nothing. No, he didn't say Preacher never took nothing from Rich. He said they had a different relationship. He said Preacher never took nothing from him. SpongeBob Bob said, what happened to Redhead Joey? I don't give a fuck. You probably that's probably you. SpongeBob Bob, you probably that dude. Yo, bro gave him 100K. He wasn't never gonna pay. Absolutely. Azie said Poe was always, what you say? Azie said Poe always had some money on point, which means Poe was loyal, but Rich was robbing him. That would make anybody mad doing something like that behind their backs. Absolutely. Salute, my baby. I'm out. How you be? That's Taco Montana, man. Real Washington, D.C. G. You know what I'm saying? Real kingpin. Out of that Montana area. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Taco, man. How you be, homie? Just call me, Maryland. We'll iron it out, dog. Shout out to Grand Champ, my people. At To The Moon, man. At To The Moon.hi on Instagram. Shout out to my guy Queens in the building. Up for Debate TV all day, every day, baby. All day, every day. That's what's up, homie. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out. He said, get him. What do you say, nigga? You know I was trying to sell it. Nigga, you never told me you was trying to see. Don't cap, homie. Don't cap, man. See, that don't cap, in my eyes, that's gonna make a lot of the shit we talked about look like cap, man, because you never told me you was trying to sell it. I'm not selling anymore, nigga, just play it. What? You never told me you was trying to, nigga, I would have copped it from you. You didn't try to sell me shit. So what you mean? You told me you was sending that. I got something for you, nigga. I'm putting that in the mail, nigga. You damn near came this close to telling me your girl got the tracking number or some shit, but said something happened and she couldn't drop it in the mail. So cut the cap out, homie. That's all I'm saying. Cut the cap out, nigga. Okay, if you got it, nigga, it ain't that hard to start a YouTube page. Play it on your page. I see it. Maryland World, the same shit you commented from right here, dog. All you got to do is upload the video from your phone since you got it converted to YouTube. They'll let you do it. And then send me the link, dog. You heard? Nah, that cut all the bullshit. I don't want it. Upload that shit to your phone. Upload it from your phone to your page, though, nigga. You heard? Absolutely. There go my brother. What up, though? How you be? Salute. I appreciate you coming out rocking, man. You know how 212 do what they do? Yeah, you my nigga. You already know we fam. You already know we fam. You still my baby, nigga. Just don't cap with me. You ain't got to cap for me. You heard? I know what you do, nigga. I know what you capable of, nigga. You heard? Straight up. That's from me to you, homie. I ain't putting on for the folks. You know? I know what you do. I know what you're capable of, my baby. But shit, real is real. Everything else, everything else. If you look at Rich, not only beat Poe on them OG wine bricks, Poe fronted him 100K. That Poe got back another way. Word. Poor thing, you ran him away. Redhead had him crying. I can't fuck with Joey, man. I ain't get on your ass like I can with a name like SpongeBob Bob, homie, so cut it out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking, dog. You know what I'm saying? You could be anybody, SpongeBob Bob. You feel me? That ain't your real fucking name, is it? That's all I'm saying, homie. He could be you. That's what happened to him, dog. Salute to you. I appreciate you, homie. For real, for real. Salute. SpongeBob Bob. No, I'm not gonna read what you're saying, homie, because you're trying to take over the energy on my show, blood. And I told you what to do. Call me, nigga. Fuck all them long ass comments, nigga. You writing paragraph after paragraph under paragraph, my nigga. You call me, nigga. We'll iron out everything you trying to iron out, man. But cut the bullshit. Ain't nobody flipping, dog. You feel me? You the one that flipped, like I said, nigga. You're a liar, nigga. As far as I'm concerned, nigga, you got that liar energy, nigga. That nigga that say he gonna do something and don't never do it, and then reintroduce himself on a different level and reintroduce that bullshit on a different level, and then don't do that bullshit again. You feel me? I don't really even be fucking with niggas like that in real life, homie. In real life, nigga, I wouldn't even look your direction in the gas station. I act like I don't know you when I'm buying my Lucy's, nigga. You feel me? So cut it out, homie. Just don't cap for the public, nigga. I don't cap for the public, nigga. That seems to be what you on right now, homie. Going to the new year with positive energy, blood. If everyone in Harlem knew Poe to be about his business, why would Rich play with dude like shit was sweet? Because he probably thought he could get him knocked off. Say that dude right there, get on his ass. Get on his ass. That's my baby, though. That's what I'm saying. That's my dog. Niggas have disagreements. Sometimes your homeboy lie to you about shit. He might be fucking embarrassed about. He might not want you to know or whatever. You heard me? Shit, niggas had disagreement. That don't mean I'm beefing with him. That's my baby. Shit, and I ain't getting on. I'm just getting on his ass about the shit he told me. Right, love you though, nigga. It's still love, nigga. You feel me? It's still love. Oh, what you smoking? Berry bomb pop. You know what I'm talking about? A year he's been saying it with no proof behind it. It's cap. You heard me? I'm just saying, homie. What's crazy is that you got the audacity to say that I shit on you when I'm telling the truth. Call me a liar. Say I'm lying when I sat here and told these folks you're supposed to send me that shit about 4 times over the course of 2 years or so, 18 months. You just said you're gonna send it 3 or 4 times. Am I lying though? That's all. You saying I shit on you. I just sent you this, that, and the other, and you shit on me. Am I lying about what I'm talking about, nigga? Ain't nobody shitting on you. I'm telling the truth. You see how niggas think? It's crazy, dog. Stop coming at me. What up, though, Mr. Yellowstone? How you be? The gang is all in attendance, man. Everybody get over to Mr. Yellowstone TV, too, man. He got a channel of his own, man. He got some great content over there, man. You heard? Hollywood, Glenwood, gang in the building. What's good with you, man? Happy New Year to you and yours as well, man. Salute. Peace and blessings to you and your family for the holidays. You too, homie. I appreciate you. You already know that, man. OG, real shit. Yeah, right. I feel you. So if Rich a snake, why does he get so much praise? Pat is biased. Why they don't talk about Donnell? She's always maintained the fact that Donnell, Donnell is the real tragedy in this, all the way back to those Game Over and Mirror Harlem days, So I got to give her all her due respect in that. You feel me? But yeah, Rich, niggas thought he killed his mans. LA? Niggas thought he got LA knocked off. You feel me? Azie supposedly spoke about that in his book. Rich wasn't no saint. Rich killed Junior Broom, Sean Moe. These are his people. These are his friends. His friend's little brother he killed. He for selling dummy rocks outside, allegedly, let's say allegedly, for selling dummy rocks outside of his spot, yo. Come on, man. He cooperated with the police. Listen, Pat Porter says in that DVD, once they got the finger and shit, and they had a conversation, they huddled up, had a conversation, and realized this is beyond us. We ain't never dealt with this before. We don't know how to handle this. She went to the police. She said when she went to the police, she had to show some sort of proof. They wanted her to prove it, that she wasn't just making up an accusation or whatnot. So she called Richard and told Richard, the police need proof. Send over his fingers and the such and such, such and such. Now, Richard sent the fingers. He cooperated when he did that, flat out. She tried to keep him out of the eyes of the law and a snitch and this, that, and the other as much as she could, saying he didn't want to cooperate. And then she tickled the subject by saying, with the police, with law enforcement, but once we realized this, that, and the other, and he sent the fingers to the law. So he cooperated with the police too, under whatever circumstances. I don't care. I already know what niggas gonna say. Under whatever circumstances, he still cooperated. He passed a letter to the law. You heard? Did not snitch on Alpo first before he killed Rich Porter, or after, before he killed Rich Porter? If you ask me, Nutbow opened up the investigation into Azie, Alpo, and everybody, depending upon when he told that Alpo was his plug. You feel me? And he come from a long line of dirty niggas, if you ask me, because another dirty nigga, he didn't want to tell, he didn't have to tell, period. He could have took his time like a man, right? That's what motherfuckers say about Azie. But instead of telling on the right nigga, he tell on the nigga next to the right nigga. No, it wasn't Rich, it's Poe. Dumbass opening up an investigation in the Poe is damn well go open up an investigation in the Rich and Azie if that's who he's doing business with, if they partners. So you should have told on a nigga around the corner, nigga, not a nigga in the crew. Dumbass nigga, nut's still a nut ass nigga if you ask me. Happy New Year to you too, family. I appreciate your energy, man. My bad if you feel like I wronged you, man. I just be chilling, talking my shit, homie. You know what I'm saying? Doggy, send the shit, improve yourself, fact is fact, and we respect facts. That's all, that's that. You heard? Tell him, we from Detroit, nigga. This Detroit, nigga. You heard? Pretty according to Chandra, I appreciate you popping out, man. Blessings to you. What she say? Peace, blessings, and prosperity for the new year to all. Same to you. I appreciate that energy. I don't know who that is. You ain't pop up. Leave a message or text me. If you call in my hotline line, if you call in the 304 number, you text me, yo. I ain't picking up right now. Motherfuckers try to change your energy. You know what I'm saying? I think life come in full circle, hence LA. I could dig that. I could dig that. You say that's crazy? You say, man, that nigga smoking that gorilla. Let me see what somebody had to say. Somebody said something? I thought somebody said something, man. No, ain't nobody say nothing. Big gun in my jeans. I'm a money machine. This some good commentary. Let's hit that like button and share. Absolutely. Captain Corn said, like, and I appreciate your energy too, Lady T. You already, you should know that. How come no one loves Sean Moe and Junior Broom? Sean Moe is a childhood friend of Rich, and Junior Broom is Rich's so-called best friend, DB, little brother. Yeah, that's DB's little brother. Poe said, Nut put it on him because Rich was already dead. You know what? He did say that. He did say that, dog. Great catch. Great catch, Blooder. I'm gonna have to read. You right though. You absolutely right. He said that. Poe said the Nut put it on him because Rich was already dead. Question is, does Nut know Rich is already dead? He has to know if Poe said that. So I'm gonna have to do some backtracking on that, man. Good catch, homie. Shaka told Troy Reed that his dad wanted to let the kid go, but said no, he know who we are. What's up, bro? Happy New Year. Yo, any news on Troy dropping that Poe doc, man? You would know before me, bro. I don't fuck with Troy Reed like that. He don't fuck with me, I'm sure. I would love to face off with the man for the new year, though. I'm trying to get somebody to set that up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I wouldn't know, bro. You know what I mean? But Happy New Year to you too, man. You feel me? You and yours. Absolutely, man. You got that energy. I appreciate you, homeboy, every time, man. Let me see if there's anything I missed in here, man. Cause we've been in here for an hour or so. I got that too. Now, when I said that she called the nigga a snitch, though, you feel me? When I said she called the nigga a snitch, listen to what she said. This was in part 7, right? She said she didn't know the young lady, by the way, the 13-year-old, that when I was watching the game over, they had the little news clip where the white newscaster circled the fact that there was a 13-year-old little girl there or whatnot, which happened to be Azie's girlfriend at the time. Anyway, she said, he asked about Azie cooperating. Yeah, this is the cooperating episode where they're talking about Azie cooperating with the law. It says, she says, well, you done told them. What she say? She say, you done told them who did that. You done told them who did that to you. You opened up that gate, probably believing that you were dying, trying to let people get caught that had something to do with it. That's what she said. That's calling him a rat, but then saying, I don't think it's something like he was laying there dying and said, I'm just about to cooperate with the police. Bullshit. What you mean? That's what you just said happened. And then you said it just didn't happen. You contradicting yourself, lady. what the fuck's going on? She's confusing the shit out of me at certain points in this interview. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know my rights from my wrongs or my lefts from my rights. You know what I'm saying? Say, oh, okay, gotcha. He dropped a book and he disappeared. He absolutely did, dog. The threatening my son part, we got to that via itty bitty Nita. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. We did that one. We did that one. I'm just making sure I went through all my notes, man. She said it infuriated her in episode 20 that he was able to negotiate any deals, any way out. I just wanted him to pay. I just wanted him to have paid for killing my brother, and he did not. And again, I say, if her brother's crime was lumped into the 35 years that he was sentenced to, indeed he did pay for her brother's murder, and during the time that the justice system allowed for him to do. Right or wrong? So her saying that Richard knew he wasn't coming back and it had to be somebody that they knew, why else would he go with them? Would suggest that Apple did it himself, right? Or it was just a snatch and grab. False. You know how much Alpo loved his mom? You know how much I got some content right now that nobody has ever heard. And if Gumby keep playing, I'll play it. And it's in regards to his mom. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should load that shit up for the new year. You heard? Because Gumby and that chick over there that he decided with, you feel me, they play games and shit. But maybe Gumby over there, he giving that dude at such and such TV, what is that shit, Urban TV, everything TV, he's sending them pictures, they doing the doc. Man, keep playing, dog. And I'll tell you how your daddy really felt about you, Gumby. I'll let your father tell you, post-humanist, how he really felt about you, dog. You heard? I'm saying, dog, yo, you know I'm capable of it. I'm not capping. I don't do that. I'm not capping. I don't do that. You know I'm fully capable of what I'm saying. You see what happened with me and Paparazzi Poe, right? And that's my guy. I'm just referencing that. Gumby, watch your mouth. No dissing me. We all saw it. You think niggas fake? It's your opinion. It's y'all story. Just face the fact that I'm the blessing, dog. Y'all ignored it. You know what I'm saying? But Poe did it. They said Malik did that to the boy. It seemed like Pat hate is rooted by Alpo not being, what you say is rooted by Alpo being the most popular out of the three, because Pat was a victim from all their actions, even Rich and Azie, but she didn't like that Poe received the most clout. You're probably right, homie. That's a fair assumption. She said, as far as I'm concerned, the only murderer of my brother is that man. Again, she wouldn't say Alpo, but she said Alpo at the 22-minute mark in the Game Over DVD. So I don't know what changed from then to then. But I wonder this, is Uncle Johnny the only murderer of Donnell? Ask yourself that. In her mind, is Uncle Johnny, the man she'll still call his name, not my uncle, not Uncle Johnny. She said that on Vlad. Is the man you'll still call his name the only murderer of Donnell? See, that's what gives it an air of bullshit and the air of truth that you spit. Because when 1 minute you make it all about Donnell, and then the person that should be solely held responsible for his captivity and murder, you kind of play the 50 with it. But not with Poe. Won't even speak Poe's name over Rich, but Donnell was your little brother, right? Rich is the one you said out of your mouth that would be Pat Porter that chose the game, wanted to be a hustler, made the decision to do this and that and the other. Blase split whoop-de-whoop. So if anything, you should have the most amount of malice toward whomever did that to your little brother, correct? Brother's a brother the same, but still, at least in the public eye, because that's what you show us. I mean, that's what was perceived. Said you should. No, Apple did it himself. Belma took Donnell to see Apple in prison since a baby. He was comfortable enough to go anywhere with his uncle. See? Do you believe her when she said she had an investigator reporting to her about when Alpo is getting out of prison? I do. I don't know if it was a reporter, but you know, the streets do talk, and if she's a part of the streets and the culture that surrounds Alpo, so I do probably believe that she heard all the rumors. I don't know about people reporting to her. You know what I'm saying? Investigators reporting to her, but I'm pretty sure niggas just like investigators. Girl, you heard Alpo out? Is Alpo really out? Did you? They said pictures of him on. You know, might as well be reporters. You feel me? Apple participate. Paparazzi Poe is more of a son than Gumby ever was, at least in the public eye. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Subtly. Talk to me about Rand Love very subtly, dog. Absolutely. That's a fair assumption as well. All right. That's it for me tonight, folks. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I might be back around 11. You know what I'm saying? If my plans fall through, then I'll be back to get with you around 11 or so. I'm going to stick around for a couple more minutes. And the fact Rich was going to get Donnell back, why don't you feel some kind of way about that? She knew who and how Rich was. Absolutely. Let me pin that. Bang. Happy New Year, Miss Haynes. Happy New Year to everybody watching. What happened with that shootout? Paparazzi Poe and Poe was in. Man, Poe flipped out and took a nigga's ID, yo. Poe was a scary dude to motherfuckers because you never know what you got. You feel me? So it was basically after Poe took the dude's ID and shit, man. Like, you know, as to, I guess, let the nigga know, you know, where he can, I know where to find you and this, that, and the other. The motherfuckers was scared, man. They was calling me, talking about all they want is their ID back. And this, and that, and the other. Oh, that's your man's? Well, tell your man's he better not miss next time. And this, and that. Man, that was a whole weird conversation, dog. I mean, the whole weird situation. We'll talk about that in a little bit. That's going to take a minute to explain, dog. But Happy New Year to everybody, man. Harlem World Rider. Salute, man. Ask me that next time, dog. I got you. I swear, dog. Happy New Year to you too, homie. Yeah, he got the fuck on. He dropped his smoothie. And he got the fuck under a car. That motherfucker dove under a car or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When the shots rang out, that motherfucker and got the fuck on. You heard? I maintain that, homie. That's still my nigga, but I gotta maintain that, dog. You heard? He was a wild card, dog. It was the nigga that used to work on his bike, yo. A nigga saw Poe in a restaurant setting. Poe was having a drink and shit, and thought it would be cool to go up to him and speak to him like that and shit. And evidently Poe didn't recognize him. He said to me, he says he works on Poe. He worked on Poe bike a few times and shit. He should have known who he was or whatnot. But he said Poe flipped out on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about who sent you, nigga. Who this, that, and the other blase fleet took his wallet, his identification, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And some shit ensued from there. Yes. Yeah, I think he was an action junkie, just like they say he was. That's about the only thing I agree with Azie about. He about loved the rush for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. God bless everybody in the chat, like my dude say right there, man. I'm at you next time, man. More better blues, you heard? Everybody, if I don't see you before the next year, man, make this year better than the last one, you heard? Count every second of it. Shout out to my abuelita, Miss Donna. Shout out to Miss T, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody out there is talking shit about me, to madre.
Right. I got you. I love it. Hey, what's going on? What you need from me right now? Do me something like, can you say like, yo, this is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with, I'm tapped in with Up for Debate TV. Just something like that. Nothing big. Yeah. Whatever. I'm just asking you what you want me to say. This is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with my main man. Yes, sir. Up for Debate TV. Yes, sir. Oh, that's easy and it's true. Go ahead, let's go. All right, go ahead whenever you're ready. All right. Yo, this is Alpo, and I'm tapped in with my main man, Up for Debate TV. All day I fuck with him. Yes, sir. I appreciate you for that one. Yeah. We good? Yes, sir. All day love. All right, Detroit, just hit me.
It really hurt me when they killed Stan. Nobody knew who to shoot. We ain't even have a plan. He sold me my first gun. He held my first son. If I was with him shooting it out, bitch, we the one. I shed tears for my niggas who ain't here. They tattooed and spit that real shit to remember him. Bitch, I'm that dude. Catch a op and spit on his baby daughter. I'm that rule. Right at 3 o'clock as soon as he get out of school. You killed my dude. I don't give a fuck about you. I hope somebody killed you in case I never found you. And yeah, they know I'm bound to, and I put that on Damu. And when I saw Tawana start crying, shit, I cried too. Cause then I knew it was real, that was your boo. And I ain't fuck with them other niggas, but they cried too. I wore black like a whole 30 days. I slept in niggas' bushes, I fed niggas' caves. Asked Satan for the power and the rage to kill the right nigga. Shot up a couple houses, a couple twice, nigga. Supposed to been at your wedding with you threw some rice, nigga. But now it's snake eyes like I threw some dice, nigga. I lost you. How the fuck I'm supposed to take this shit without a real target? How I'm supposed to take this hit? Now everybody get lit, it's a green light. I sent a couple cowards to you, blood, take they afterlife. God, I hope I killed you, nigga. And if I didn't know it, still do, nigga. Yeah, you took my right hand man, you took my nigga 5. Now everybody had a problem with him's homicides. Bitch, I don't care if you did it or not, you gotta die. I know my nigga, he with me, he riding from the sky. Now I'ma let this mag hit you and rip through your bone tissue, bitch. And if you still breathing, no, I'm still coming get you, nigga. And I ain't going, he tryna set me up and he don't think a nigga know it. Animosity show it through his words, how he spoke it. Steady asking where I'm at, he tryna send them hitters smoking. Bitch nigga, I hit niggas for that same motherfucker. When niggas needed a friend, I treated them like a brother. When niggas was on your ass, bitch, I had your back covered. Then the envy kicked in.